You're about to discover a simple tip to help sell your house quick, and it's so easy for anybody to do it. Hi, I'm Phil Pustiowski with FreedomMentor.com. I am a full-time real estate investor. I have been a real estate mentor to people all across the United States and Canada. I've been a full-time real estate agent for many, many years, and I have been a part of thousands of real estate transactions at this point. So I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this simple tip, I am so surprised so few people take advantage of what I'm about to share, because it really is extremely helpful. It can help you sell your house faster. It's so easy to do. You're going to be able to do it at the end of this video. You'll be able to do it on whether you're an investor and you do a lot of deals, or if you just have one home that you're trying to sell right now. And most shockingly, and probably embarrassing because I'm an agent, how many real estate agents don't do this? What is this simple tip? Video. Yeah, a video of the property. I know, it's pretty simple. It's more like enlightened common sense here. Have you seen a virtual tour before? If you haven't, let me describe this. What they do on the listing, whether it's on Realtor.com or it's on the actual MLS, they'll have a link to this virtual tour. And it's just images. Like images you could just look at online. Only, get this, the images move. And there's a little bit of music. So it's like da da da. Okay, but it's the same picture. I'm not kidding. I mean, this is just crazy that they even use these ridiculous things. Okay, so let's go back in time. Images, pictures. When video was first being introduced into mainstream, what did they call movies? Picture shows. Why? Because really all the movie was just a whole bunch of pictures. So basically, real estate agents, some, not all, some, are using virtual tour technology. That's like 1930s technology. I have no idea why anyone would ever use a virtual tour when you can shoot a video. Anybody can shoot a video these days because most people have the video capabilities on their cell phone. Getting one of these handheld little cameras is, $100 or $200. And it can make a huge difference. So what I want to share with you some of the do's and the don'ts of creating this video, how to create this video for your house, or if you're an investor for the houses that you're trying to sell, and where to put it and all those sorts of good things. All right, so now that we've gotten past the embarrassment of a virtual tour, let's talk about video. So maybe you've already shot videos before with your cell phone. I want to give you a couple of tips, because most people have a cell phone, and so that's where they could shoot their video from. Okay, so I've got one of those fancy cases, so forgive that. It's because I do a lot of fishing and surfing. Okay, so what most people think to do is to hold the camera like this. And probably you've done that before. But as you can see, it's easy for it to move around. Here's the trick. That's where the little part is that actually films, right here. Here's what you do. I learned this from a person who does a lot of documentaries. You hold it like this, like that, and then you put your hand right here, and then now you got yourself a camera. See that? Now what happens is, if you shake the camera a lot, it just gives the viewer a headache. So you've got to be smooth, like long drawn out turns. Be smooth about it. You see how that works? Okay, good deal. So that makes the difference. You don't want to be like that movie, The Blair Witch Project, which, the camera's always moving around. You want to be smooth, like this, okay? Now, the thing about iPhones or any sort of camera, cell phone camera phones, is that sometimes they create pretty big files. And furthermore, they can be a little bit difficult in that you might not be able to get it all in the same take. Okay, so I'm going to make a note here about the video and what we just talked about, and that is, slow, smooth movements. That's the first big thing. The next big thing is that it's going to be helpful if you do a little bit of editing. I mean, I know it's possible to do a one, just film it and move real fast and cover the whole house, but you want to be able to move a little bit slowly through the house. And so, at one point you'll be in the kitchen, and then you'll move, and you'll be more in the living room. So you're also going to need to know how to edit it. Okay? Now, editing video can get very complicated, but it doesn't have to be. First off, if you have a Mac, if you're a Mac user, they already have like a built-in iMovie, and that works out great, and that can be your little editor. There's other editors you can find that are simple. The one that I like to use is Camtasia. And this group right here, I don't know, maybe it's $100, $200 for the software or something. You can get a free trial for like 30 days, so just knock it out, use it for 30 days if you're a homeowner and you're doing it for one-time shot. But it's great. It may take you a little bit to get used to, but what you can do is you can take, maybe you took one shot of the kitchen, one shot of the living room, one shot of the backyard, and then what you do is you bring them all together on Camtasia, and then that'll bring it together into one video. So editing does play a role, because you really would rather, as opposed to rushing through the house to get it all into one little shot, you can break it up into a couple, and so that's where you have to edit. And you can edit with the Mac, and this is for PCs. This is what I use. I use Camtasia. It's very, very simple. I mean, you may have to watch a couple of tutorial videos, but it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so if you got the kind of the raw stuff, you got your editing, then you've got to post it somewhere. Now that's what's so beautiful about today's technology environment, is that it's really easy to put the video on a video server that anybody can watch from anywhere, their cell phone, their iPhone, whatever. And I'm going to recommend either YouTube or Vimeo. Now, my MLS actually fined me $25 the other day because I put the video on YouTube. And when I got deeper into the question and said, well, why did you fine me $25 because I put the video on YouTube? They said, oh, because YouTube has advertisements, and we can't have that in our MLS system. So I put it on Vimeo. Now here's the funny thing. Vimeo has advertisements too, but the MLS didn't complain. You may not have an MLS that's going to care. I'd prefer you put it on YouTube because that's got more users. But either way, YouTube or Vimeo, you just upload the video there. I think you should name the video, name it the address of the property. That way it'll show up in the search engine that the person's ever searching the property. So you want to put the exact address as the name of the video. And when you do this, and you don't have to be perfect. I mean, you don't have to be a director. What you're able to do, and this is what I love so much, is you're able to sell the best features of the house to every person that's potentially looking at it. So if you think back, what people used to have to do was their real estate agent would have to sell the property, if you will, have to point out the features. But here's the reality. Your listing agent is never really showing the property. The buyer's agent, representing the buyer, is the one taking the person to the property. And they're probably showing the property to 4 people. To the same person, like 4 houses. So they don't really know the features of yours, but the video can do that. Because nowadays what people do is they look online first, or if their real estate agent sends them links to the houses that they're going to show them maybe the next day, and they look at it online and look at the pictures before they schedule to go see it. Well, while they're looking at those pictures, they can go watch your, I don't want to call it a virtual tour, your video tour of the property. And what that does for you is that's a consistent sales pitch, if you will, on the best features of the home. So that every single person that looks at it, you're pointing out the best features. Now, if there are parts of the house that aren't so delightful, conveniently omit that from the video, right? So just point out the beautiful parts, just the nice parts, right? So hey, this is a huge backyard. Hey, take a look at it. Look how this room flows. Hey, you can put your your furniture here, and your big screen can go here, all those sorts of things. So what I'm going to do at the end of this video, by the way, is I am going to append to this video a video of a recent house that I did this for. And again, I didn't do anything fancy. I literally just, grabbed the camera and just started rolling that day. The rehab work had just been done, and I didn't want to go back over to the house again, so I just got it done. So there's no scripting. I wasn't really thinking too much into it, and you don't really have to do that. People just love videos these days, and if you just point out the main features, you're already putting yourself way ahead of the competition. And just bizarre as this sounds, almost nobody does this. I don't know why. It's so easy, and it's so effective. The house that I'm about to show you on this video tour here, I had it on the market for 3 weeks. It sold at full list price, all cash, and the new buyer closed in 2 weeks. There you go. And I was that house was in a subdivision where there were a ton of other houses. There are like 70 other houses for sale in that subdivision. So, this does help beat the competition. All right, well, I am going to now transition to this video so you can get a chance to see. And I'm going to chop it in half because the whole video is like 6 minutes long. I'm going to chop it a little bit just so that you don't have to sit there and watch the whole thing. And you can just get at least an idea, a snippet of what I did and how I handled that video. All right, take a look. Welcome to your new home here in the Florida Shores subdivision. The first thing you're going to notice is that this house is sitting on a really large lot. It's because there are actually 2 lots. So this property is actually double the size of most of the properties here in this subdivision. The next thing you're going to notice is that there aren't any houses behind it. Why? Because it's situated at the very back of the subdivision, so you have no neighbors behind you. And also, you have very little neighbors to the front of you as well. Let me go ahead and take a panoramic view for you. So that's down the street. You have this house across the street here, this nice one right here, and then you have a pond right here. So I'm basically standing in the road here in front of the house, and so you really have a relatively small amount of neighbors for a subdivision like Florida Shores. In the front yard, you'll see this is a Valencia orange tree. In fact, we're about a month away from these really starting to ripen. Okay, we're going to walk through the front door here so you can get the experience of what it feels like walking home. There we go. So this is a really big living room. And watch what you have here. This is a great area to have a big television, say right there. You can have all of your, I'm going to step back just a moment, you have all of your couch and that sort of thing, and then you still have a nice flow to walk into the rest of the house. You can see this entire house has been freshly updated. Everything from the paint to the flooring, it feels like a brand new home when you walk in. So this I'm standing right now is basically the formal dining room as we're walking into the breakfast room. Okay, so walking into the breakfast room right here, plenty of room, even for a bigger table actually. And you can look on the actual dimensions of each of these rooms to get a better idea. We're walking to the kitchen here. You're going to see it's been freshly updated as well with your black appliances. You get your cabinets. Just a wonderful kitchen here. And then uniquely enough, you come back here to a bathroom. And it's not just any bathroom, you've actually got a shower and stuff back here too. Okay, so this is the kitchen right there. So let's walk. So if you're walking back toward the breakfast room, you're going to walk into this Florida room right here. Let me just take a step back so you can see that. All right, and so this is another great place for televisions and those sorts of things. And it feeds back to the backyard there in the patio right there. Okay, so let's take another walk. We're going to go back into the main room and we're going to start heading down the hallway. Okay, so we're going to walk from the main room into the hallway. You have an extra closet right here. You're going to find that this home just has a lot of storage space. And the first thing you see off here right is a full bathroom right here. See that? with the tile backsplash. We're going to go out of here, and this is bedroom number 1. Great space in this bedroom. Nice big closet too, right there. Okay, there's more closet space in front of us. We're going to go into bedroom 2. Slightly bigger than bedroom 1. So if you got kids, maybe the eldest gets the bigger one. And this is actually nice. This is going to be a walk-in closet right here. Turn the light on there. So walk-in closet. That's nice. Okay, and once again, you can tell this, everything's been freshly updated. I mean, it feels like a brand new home in here. This is the master. So it's by far the biggest bedroom. And it may be difficult to see in the video, but it's the biggest. And here's another walk-in closet right here. There you go. And then also on this master, you're going to see a bathroom with a shower there. You can see that right there. There's your master. Okay. So that is your home right here. The only thing missing is you. All right, so that was an example. Again, I mean, I don't know if it's a perfect example, but it just shows you just simple stuff. Just get a video up there. It's better than nothing. All right, well, I'm Phil Pustiowski with FreedomMentor.com. If you like these tips, first of all, write some of your own comments down below if you've got some additional things to add on how to do a great job with video. And also, if you really like these things, check out some more. I've got a ton of great videos. Just a lot of views, a lot of comments. People really like these tips and trainings. I have a best-selling book, How to Be a Real Estate Investor. You can find that on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. And check out my website for other great resources, FreedomMentor.com. All right, I'm Phil Pustiowski. Thanks for watching.